The most dangerous things in life don't show up loud. They show up comfortable. Let's be real. Nobody wakes up one day and decides, yeah, I'm gonna ruin my future today. It never happens like that. It happens quietly. It happens when life feels fine, not great, not terrible, just fine. And that's where the trap starts closing in. You wake up, scroll a little longer than you should. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. You pick comfort over effort because you've earned a break, right? And here's the crazy part. Comfort doesn't feel like an enemy. It feels like relief, like safety, like peace. But slowly it starts stealing your edge. I remember thinking, at least I'm not failing. And that thought felt good. For a while. But comfort has a sneaky way of lowering your standards without asking permission. You stop pushing. You stop dreaming big. You stop feeling that fire in your chest. And nobody around you calls it out because on the outside you look stable. Jack Ma once hinted at this without saying it directly. He talked about how people waste their best years choosing ease over growth. And at first I brushed that off. 'Cause let's be honest, growth is uncomfortable. Growth demands more than motivation. It demands sacrifice. And nobody talks about this, but sacrifice feels lonely. So you start negotiating with yourself. I'll grind later. I'm still young. I've got time. And that inner voice sounds reasonable, logical even. But deep down there's another voice, quieter, asking, is this really it? And that hit me different, because the scariest part isn't staying stuck. It's getting used to being stuck. Days turn into months. Months turn into years. And one day, you look around and realize life didn't punch you in the face. It slowly put you to sleep. No warning signs, no alarms, just comfort, routines, and distractions. This is where everything changed for me. I noticed I wasn't tired from working hard. I was tired from not moving forward, from knowing I was capable of more but choosing less. And that realization messes with your head. Because if comfort is the first habit quietly destroying your future, what else are you doing every day that feels harmless, but isn't? And once you see comfort for what it really is, you start wondering what the second invisible threat has already taken from you. The second habit doesn't ruin you loudly. It ruins you by keeping you quiet. Let's be real. Silence feels mature. It feels controlled. You tell yourself you're being patient, strategic, calm, but nobody talks about this part. Silence can also be fear in a nice outfit. Fear of judgment. Fear of failing publicly. Fear of realizing you're not as ready as you thought. So you stop speaking up. You stop sharing ideas. You stop going after what you actually want. And the crazy part, the world doesn't push back. It lets you disappear. And that's dangerous. Because when you stop betting on yourself, nobody else does it for you. Jack Ma talked about rejection all the time. He got rejected so many times it became a joke. But he never went silent. He stayed visible. I used to think staying quiet meant staying safe. No criticism, no embarrassment, no risk. But safety has a price. Every time you don't raise your hand, don't apply, don't post, don't try, something inside you shrinks. Just a little. But it adds up. Your inner voice changes too. It goes from what if it works to who do you think you are? And that voice sounds smart. It sounds protective, but it's lying. It's not protecting you. It's keeping you small. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Confidence isn't built in silence. It's built through exposure, through awkward moments, through getting it wrong, through failing where people can see it. And yeah, that hurts. But regret hurts longer. This is where everything changed for me again. I realized my future wasn't being destroyed by what I did, but by what I kept avoiding. The conversations I didn't start, the chances I didn't take, the version of me I kept postponing. And that hit me different, because silence doesn't just mute your voice. It mutes your belief in yourself. And once that belief fades, discipline starts collapsing too. Because if you don't believe you're worth the effort, why would you stay consistent? And that leads to the third habit, the one that finishes the job when comfort and silence have already done their damage. This last habit feels responsible, but it's secretly deadly. Let's be real. Inconsistency doesn't look like failure. It looks like balance. You work hard for a few days, then disappear. You get motivated, then vanish. You promise yourself you'll lock in after one more break, and nobody calls you out because you're trying. Here's the crazy part. Your future doesn't respond to intention. It responds to repetition. Jack Ma didn't win because he worked hard once. He won because he showed up when motivation was gone. When nobody was watching, when results were nowhere in sight. I used to confuse discipline with mood. If I felt good, I showed up. If I felt tired, stressed, or uninspired, I disappeared. And that cycle feels harmless. Until years pass and nothing changes. And that's when reality hits. Nobody talks about this, but discipline isn't exciting. It's boring. It's repetitive. It's lonely. It's doing the same thing on days that feel pointless. And that's exactly why most people never build anything meaningful. This is where everything changed for the final time. I realized inconsistency wasn't protecting my mental health. It was protecting my excuses. And that realization hurt, because it meant my future wasn't blocked by lack of talent. It was blocked by lack of commitment. You don't need extreme motivation. You need non-negotiables. You need standards that don't move based on mood, because comfort makes you delay. Silence makes you doubt, and inconsistency makes sure nothing ever compounds. And that hit me different, because the future you want isn't destroyed in one bad decision. It's destroyed by small habits you repeat daily without questioning them. So now the real question isn't whether Jack Ma was right. It's whether you're ready to confront the habits you've been defending. Because once you see these habits clearly, you can't unsee them. And your future is about to demand an answer.